What's up, movie lovers? It's your girl Rossie, and I am back with my crew, and we're going to discuss more games that are coming up, the summer of games, the fall of games, the winter of games, games that's probably not even out yet. These are games that we're looking forward to, and I'll introduce you to the crew, but let's get started, guys. What's up, gang?
What's going on?
What's up?
So I have Jedi Master Don Tucker here with me. I have Trust here with me. I have Frito here with me. I'm Rossie, and this is our monthly gaming segment. We all are geeked out about games. We love games, and we're going to tell you what we're looking forward to. That's out, that's coming out, or upcoming games. All right. So let's see. Trust.
Well, my number 5 pick is The Precinct, and this will be releasing in 2024. The game is like a mix of classic GTA 1 and 2 with the whole bird's eye view, and it's LA noir. It's an open world action sandbox game. You play as a police officer. The world is so alive. You can use different kind of roadblocks to take down criminals. You can use spike strips. You could pilot a ghetto bird. There's so many things you could do. You call your ground units in, SWAT cars. There's a whole bunch of like automatic crimes that come up, AI-based crimes like parking infractions, drug deals, and then there's bank heists and stuff like that happens. And there's a trailer for it with some gameplay. It's like a 16-minute video, some gameplay. The game looks really freaking cool. The world is really nice, and I just love how it looks. I love the whole LA noir, the whole GTA 1 mix. It's really cool.
Yeah, I saw that actually, a few weeks ago, and it looks really cool. It looks really good. It does look like a Grand Theft Auto. You're just playing as cops, and the shootouts look really good. I like the bird's eye view that you do have, and it does. It looks like your early Grand Theft Auto games.
I want to see like later on like what the story's going to be like, or if it's just going to be you doing vigilante stuff, because I saw in a video like to use a tow truck, and that's like the parking infraction part or fracture part that you could do. There's so much stuff that you could do in the game from the video that I saw, so it looks really cool, and I can't wait for it to release in 2024.
Awesome. Jason, what about you? What are you looking forward to?
All right. So number 5 for me is actually one that I'm actually really excited for. It comes out on my birthday. Mortal Kombat 1 comes out on my birthday, September 19th.
Nice.
We are days away from it.
Yes.
I cannot wait for this game. It's going to be an amazing game, I think. From what I hear, what they're doing with the franchise and how they're kind of giving it a reboot with this kind of fire god Liu Kang that we got at the end of the last one. I cannot wait to see the world we set up for this new beginning of the Mortal Kombat series. I can't wait to see what changes they make, kind of rewriting the history that we already kind of know. And I'm even more excited because I just did a video on our channel a little bit ago, like explaining the lore to me, like because I wasn't fully aware of everything, and like now I'm just way more excited to see what the heck we get into and actually what is to come in this, like I said, new world that Liu Kang is going to be creating.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that game's gonna be badass.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait.
Don, what about you?
Yeah, so I'm glad I did not put that on my list, because that was definitely one to put on my list, but I knew somebody would bring it up. So I have a game that I'm very excited for. I've heard a lot about. I know it was a offshoot of Black Flag, or it was made by the same people that made the mechanics in Black Flag or Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Skull and Bones, is that right? Was it Black Flag or Assassin's Creed 3?
It was Assassin's Creed Black Flag. You're right. The one about the first
the pirate one.
The pirate, yeah.
Yeah, they were supposed to make another one like that or something, and they decided not to. So the people that made that did this game. But
Okay.
basically, yeah, it's kind of like Sea of Thieves, open world pirate game, more realistic, more
Right.
sort of grounded, and graphics are obviously going to be a lot better than Sea of Thieves. But I just love this type of world. Just kind of get out there on a ship and go pirating. I just think it's a fun thing to do
Absolutely.
anyway. So yeah, even if it's a game I can play 2-3 hours a week or 2-3 hours a month or something, I'm gonna probably be happy with it. So
Oh hell yeah!
Skull and Bones is one that I'm definitely excited for, just in general. So,
No, I agree with you. The whole Assassin's Creed doing that well with the ships and fighting, especially in Odyssey, where you're in the ocean and you really
yeah,
the waves, the sound. I could just stay out there. I sometimes I'll put the game in and just stay out there in battleships. Just you could do that all day.
yep. Sing me shanties and put the
Yeah,
sails down.
yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. No, absolutely. So
Yep.
to have a
I'm
game
here
that's
for it.
dedicated to that
Dude.
with the same mechanics, oh, I totally play.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. For me, let's see. I had it's a game called The Day Before, and it comes out November 23rd, oh November 10th, 23. It's on all consoles except Nintendo. This is an open world MMO survival game. It's like a post-apocalyptic America, and you have infected people that are killing you because they're trying to food for food to
Sure.
survive, basically
Yeah,
to
sure,
survive.
sure.
The game looks really the
But they're
game looks
infected
good.
too, so is it like a zombie?
It's a zombie. So
Okay,
well,
okay.
it's not zombie. I don't want to say they're zombies.
Okay.
They're people that got infected, kind of like in The Last of Us, where there was
Okay.
an infection. They
Gotcha.
got infected,
Yep.
and therefore they attack you, and you have to survive, food, all that stuff. The
Sure.
game really looks like it looks like The Division. It looks exactly like that. The world looks just like The Division. So John's playing around
Well,
with this right here. Okay, he's helping me out
I didn't do it.
to get us all on this screen.
I was about to
He's my
say.
ghost that comes in here and does this. But yeah, it looks really good. I think it's going to be fun, being that it's a multi-mass playing game, just kind of like The Division. I love how the malls look, how everything looks. You can drive, you could do a lot, and so I'm actually looking forward to trying that out. So November 10th, guys, 2023. You guys can play that on all consoles except for the Nintendo. All right.
John doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, God.
Hey.
There we go. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Nice.
John took what you said and was just like,
I know,
what,
he was like,
Don?
screw you.
It's like, that's what I want. There we go. There we go. Thank you, John.
Right
Thank you
on.
so much. Sorry, guys, a little bit of when we go live, these things happen, all right? But we have our producers and editors and all that good stuff
Heck
in
yeah.
the background, working it out.
Things happen, guys.
Yeah, things happen. Trust, what about you? What's on your list next?
So number 4, I have Clockwork Revolution, and that comes out, I think, in 2024. It says in due time. So, I mean, that could be 2028, 2026. I have no idea, but I think it was going to be coming out in 2024, and it has a very BioShock Infinite look, very steampunky. I really like how the style looks. It looks like, from what the trailer showed, there's a wide variety of weapons that you can use, and the game just looks really badass. It's very intriguing. The trailer leaves me, I mean, there's lots of questions. I really want to know, like, who the main protagonist is, because you don't play as the girl who's talking in the trailer, but the game just looks really awesome, and I want to see what I want to see what the story is, obviously, and it looks like that the decisions that you make will base how the game plays out. So I like games that do that, where every choice that you make has a decision on how the game's going to actually progress.
Right.
And I'm just interested to see more of the game. It would probably be higher on my list, but I just don't know enough about the game yet because they haven't told us enough yet. So yeah, so that's going to be my number 4, Clockwork Revolution.
Clockwork
Heck,
Revolution.
It looks awesome.
Okay, all right.
Check that out. Yeah, I have to check that out.
They played it at the Xbox showcase.
Did they play that?
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
world premiere there, and it was
I
awesome.
probably saw it then. I just have to watch it again.
Yeah, it's good.
What about you, Jason?
All right, so number 4 for me is more of like it should have been number 5, to be honest. But it's more of like I want this game to be good. Suicide Squad killed the Justice
Yes.
League.
Yes.
Right.
Wow,
We
yeah.
haven't gotten a very good superhero game, or even just comic book game, in my opinion, in a very long time. There's been certain games that have done okay. Injustice is probably the best one we have ever gotten to date. Injustice 1 and 2. So I am really
Spider-Man
excited.
games too, right? When you say,
Well, yes. Sorry.
sorry.
I don't. No. I say Injustice just because I don't have a PlayStation, so
That's fair. I don't either, so that's fair.
Spider-Man's
That's
not the first ones that come to mind.
That's fair.
Yes, those are great ones. I stand corrected. I sit corrected. But yes, Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League. Like I truly am excited to see how they do in those, because again, in like the DC world, yes, Arkham Knight was a good one, but that we haven't gotten them in how long?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
You know what I mean? So I'm really
And
curious.
the newer
to
one wasn't
see-
that good. I don't think
No.
it was not that good. So
No, I didn't enjoy the newer one, but
No.
so I'm just curious to see what they do. I know from what they've seen, some of what they've seen hasn't been the best, and it I read that it said that it plays like the Avengers game, but I hope that they listened to that and fixed it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Because the Avengers game was just very cut and dry. It was very
boring. It was boring.
Boring,
Yeah, it was boring.
fight this guy,
fight enemies in this area, fight enemies in this area.
It was
very basic
like,
attacks. Like the attacks were so big.
Yeah.
It was very one-dimensional, and
Yeah.
in the sense that I will say 007 Golden.
I will say that the
Golden Gun
first
had
thing
better
level I played
stories
that game, I had a
than
lot
that.
of fun, but after that, it was like,
GoldenEye.
oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so Suicide Squad should have been number 5, Mortal Kombat 4, but yes.
It's a good call.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I get that. Jedi Master, what's up?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm going with a game that hasn't come out yet, but it's kind of what we've already talked about. Assassin's Creed Mirage. I love these games.
Hell yeah.
I love the last 3 or 4 of them. I think have been really, really good. So I'm really excited to see how they continue this. And I definitely want to go to, I don't know exactly what time period, but ancient Iraq, I think, is a cool time period, a place to go. So yeah, I really, really can't wait to play this.
Especially with
apparently
next
they're
gen
adding
graphics.
a few things. What's that?
It says especially with next gen graphics.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I love Valhalla, I love Odyssey, I love Origins.
Absolutely,
they're all really great. So I guess I can't wait to see what this is like. And yeah, I mean, again, I just want to get back into this world and this, I've kind of fell off on the story itself overall, but I love the stories they do in back in time.
Right.
Yeah.
The present stuff I've kind of been like, back and forth on.
Right.
But I still love going back in time and, just being in those times. And being an assassin, I mean, just being able to do parkour. And they said they've upgraded those mechanics. So I'm excited to see how that plays. So, yeah, there's a lot of things. Hopefully we'll be really good with this one. And excited to see where they keep going with this franchise. So, yeah.
That's
really
awesome
good.
to hear that they're going to be updating the mechanics, because the mechanics were the worst part about the early Assassin's Creed. It was so frustrating. So I think that with updated mechanics, it's going to be a really fun game.
Right.
And just running across the rooftops and all the parkour stuff you can do.
Oh no! How many times do you have to run up a corner of a one-story building to just go like that? Run back up and go back down. It's like, dude, boy, let me up the damn building.
I've been playing that all day. I've been playing Assassin's Creed all day, because here's the story, guys. So I was trying something out and was putting my game on a USB, and I had made a copy of the game, but I lost the game. So the game was gone. I was like level 70 something.
Oh.
So I lose the game. I'm like, all right, I'll play it on my PlayStation 5 and start it over. But it really kills when you've done all that and unlocked all that. So I was like, let me put it in my PlayStation 4 today. Let me see if maybe it's there. So I hook it up, I hit continue, and okay, it's got me back at level 62. So it copied. I found it, which was fine.
Nice.
It was so relieving to open it up and see everything that I had done so far and that it wasn't all gone. So that's my story. So I've been playing it
Oh,
all
yeah.
day and just so happy to be able to continue. But yeah, to go back with the older Assassin's Creed and have whatever story they're going to tell. And, you know, and it not being such an open world game, although I really love that they did an open world game. Looking at Mirage and what we're going to get, yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to the older Assassin's Creed. And like you said, whatever story they have for us. So I am looking forward to that. My next game that I have is called Rise of Ronin. And
Oh, yeah.
this game comes out in 2024, PlayStation 5. This is an open world game. And basically what the game is about is Rise of Ronin casts you as the titular Ronin in 19th century Japan as it faces its darkest of times. Oppressive rulers, deadly disease, and Western influence creeps through the country and is slowly scarring it as a civil war rages on between the Tokugawa shogunate and anti-shogunate factions. So I've been looking at this trailer. I've seen it. I think they played it at Gamescom, but this game looks so much better than it did when it came out. The first trailers came out. It did look good. It does remind me a lot of Ghost of Tsushima. I am playing that, so it has a little bit of that in it, but the story seems like it's going to be another amazing story. The Ghost of Tsushima was an awesome story, and I love that time period with the ninjas, Japan, the 19th century, all of that. I love it. So it's an
I'm
awesome
so mad
lore,
I didn't get to play that game because I don't have a PS. Man, I'm so mad.
Oh my gosh, Don,
I've
I'm
probably
telling
watched
you,
that story through like 3 or 4 times.
it's amazing. Like seriously, I mean, the world, the colors, the wind, the fact that the wind guides you, that was so cool that you can just hit a button and whichever the way the wind blows, that's which way you're supposed to go.
That's
The
cool.
story alone is just, it's an awesome story. And the armor that you get, it is so the colors that they have on the armor, the bright blues, the reds, you see every individual piece that you've seen it. You've seen the walkthroughs of it's a really fun game. I'm almost done with that game, but
it looks beautiful. I mean,
it
even for
is
being a few years, older now, it was a beautiful game.
it is an absolute beautiful game. The cherry blossoms,
and you can play in Kurosawa mode, black and white mode, which I think would be freaking awesome.
Yes, you
play
can.
through in black and white mode.
You can.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a beautiful game, and that's why I'm interested in seeing and playing Rise of Ronin, which comes out in 2024. So that's my second game.
Damn. So they're doing it. So it is a direct sequel to that.
No, and that's the thing is it has nothing to do. It's not a part 2. It has nothing to do with Ghost of Tsushima.
It's just similar.
This is a totally different game. It's just it's similar. It looks exactly like it. I mean, it really does. The swordplay looks awesome because that is one mechanic in Ghost of Tsushima that they did right is the combat mechanic. It's amazing. Like everything works perfectly. It's tight. I mean, you can do combo moves and it all works, but there's a timing to it. You have to make sure you hit the timing right because if you don't, your opponent can, take that hard hit at you. But it is so fun, and you really notice it as the game goes along, how much stronger you get, how much better you are in battle. So it's really good. And Rise of Ronin looks exactly like that, but it has nothing to do with Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. And sword fighting's hard in video games, so
it really is.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh gosh, Project Red. I can't believe the Wild Hunt, The Witcher. The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah,
their mechanics in The Witcher 3 was also very tight. The sword play, all of that, and that I have to say, The Witcher 3 really. I mean, playing that game and the mechanics, the combat mechanics being so perfect makes the game so much better because every little button that you hit, every move that you hit, it's perfect. But with the Ghost of Tsushima, you notice the progress of how much better you're doing in the game, and I love that. So I'm looking forward to the Rise of Ronin, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Trust.
What's up?
So my number 3 pick is Tormented Souls 2, and this will be releasing early to mid 2024. This game is a mix of old school Resident Evil and Silent Hill. It's very Silent Hill inspired. The developers have said that the mechanics are based around old classic survival horror games, so like PlayStation 1 type of horror games, and they have a fixed camera, they have resourcing, and they have lots of puzzles, which obviously old school Resident Evil is totally known for that, and Silent Hill. They inspect an item that's on the ground, because they show this in the trailer, like they inspect an item that's on the ground and it has like that same text that pops up in Resident Evil, and it's just like has like this whole like really old retro horror game vibe to it with all these new updated graphics. And the developers themselves said that they wanted to make a classic horror game but also mix it with modern gaming, and the game, it just looks like it's actually terrifying. Like it's one of those horror games that actually looks scary, because horror games as of recently, there have been some good ones, but majority of them are just kind of, they're whatever. This is one of those games that seems like, man, I really don't want to go to the next area because I know I'm about to have the shit scared out of me. And that's what I really like in a horror game, when you don't want to progress because you know you're about to get the shit scared out of you. And this game has those vibes, and the trailer looks awesome. If you guys have not seen Tormented Souls 2 trailer, you have to look it up. It's just awesome. The character design, it's really cool, man. So Tormented Souls 2, early to mid 2024. Check it out. If you like old school Resident Evil, you like old school Silent Hill, Parasite Eve, all those old school classic horror games, I think this will be the game for you.
Oh, definitely checking it out. Absolutely. Yeah. Jason, what do you have for us?
All right. Number 3 is definitely a game I've mentioned before, but it's 100% something I am looking forward to. And another video game that comes out very soon, Payday 3 on September 21st.
Yeah.
I am extremely excited about this game. From what I understand, the story is that the gang went around the world, heisting in Russia, in different places, and then all of a sudden they went radio silent. And something has called them back together to continue their heist, continue their crimes. The game, it seems like the developers are really invested in this game, because they already have a plan for 4 DLCs coming out over the period of the next year. So they have one coming out in winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Wow.
Nice.
So they are not shy about having a very long-term plan with this game, which very much excites me. I think that was the beauty of all the other Paydays, is they did have longevity. You could go back and play these games, like put them on higher difficulties. No matter what, the thrill was still there, at least for me, and I know for a lot of people I played with. So I'm hoping they captivate that again with this. And like I said, just being able to go back into these heists and vaults and everything like that is, I can't wait to try and crack some safes, try and shoot some cops and get the money.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Gotta live out the fantasy somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
Dawn.
Yeah, okay. So here's a game that I'm interested in, I would say. I actually probably would put this below Mirage, Assassin's Creed Mirage, now that I look at it again, but I am very interested to see what this game does. It's Prince of Persia. It's coming out next year.
Nice.
I've played pretty much. I know the last one was
yeah.
It wasn't great. Let's just say it wasn't great. But it is a franchise that I remember. I mean, growing up with this franchise, it was a side scroller. It was a fun like Mario game, but it was different. Yep. It was different because it was, set in Persia and, all that. So it is something I would like to see as a franchise, just kind of have a good shot at a game and give us something playable. Give us more of an open world. Give us a good story and just let us play it. So hopefully,
does it still have the same look to it? Is it there? Are they still keeping that same look? The cartoonish. Like I really like that look that they.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely not hyper realistic, but I think it's definitely more realistic than other ones have been.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far of it, yeah. But
I would play it.
yeah, again, it's just
Yeah,
something I've always played. I've always
yeah,
played them, good
yeah,
or bad, and just
yeah,
I just hope this is a good one.
yeah,
So
absolutely. I think the last one we played was he had short hair. He looked like a rock and roller. He looked like a heavy metal guy. You know what I'm talking about. That one
yes,
was, it was supposed to be good, but it was, I
it
remember
was.
watching my husband playing in it. He really wanted to love it, and it just was. You remember that? It was just really,
Yeah.
it was
Oh yeah,
different from when the games first came out. And I'm like you, Don. I grew up on Prince of Persia,
right,
played the
right.
side-scrolling one, played the ones that hit the PlayStations, and
Those were
I
so
always
good.
enjoyed it. They were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
they
one
were.
was just kind of, I think they
Oh,
got lost. They didn't know which direction they wanted to go with it. And I
Yeah, I
remember
feel
that
like they
last one.
tried to be Assassin's Creed by not being Assassin's Creed. You
Right?
know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah. It's
And
like, dude,
instead
you're
of just
already,
being Prince of Persia, like I don't
yeah,
know what they were doing. I just don't know what
like
they were
you're
doing
Prince of
for a while.
Persia. Like it's you. You
Yeah,
have your thing. You were already out. You didn't have
right.
to, be Assassin's Creed. And yeah. And so yeah, they lost their way. So I hope they find their way back.
so wait,
Yeah.
really quick. Prince
Yeah.
of Persia was a side scroller.
Yeah.
At one point, oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The
Oh, I had
original like
no
two
idea.
or three,
It
I think,
was
were. Oh yeah,
like you said, like a Mario. You jump,
yep,
platform. Yeah.
Wow, that's
It was a lot of fun. It
awesome.
was
yeah, man.
it was known for that,
Oh,
and it was a
Prince of
lot of
Persia was the
fun.
game back in the day.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it
everybody
really
played Prince of
was.
Persia. Yeah,
Kind of like Pitfall.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It
kind
was
of like
definitely that.
Pitfall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nice. I wish they would bring that game back, man.
what Pitfall?
Pitfall was a
But
fun one. Yeah,
yeah, I
I
remember when they had it on
enjoyed
the PlayStation
Pitfall.
2. Remember how
Yeah,
good that one was on the
yeah,
PlayStation 2? That was
I think they couldn't get
awesome.
licensing to call it Indiana Jones or something too, right? Wasn't
that's
that
right. That's right.
because it
Oh,
was
that's
Because
what.
it
it was
basically, yeah,
basically
Oh,
remember it
Indiana
was,
Jones.
yeah, it
I
was
think they
that.
couldn't get the licensing or something. So yeah, yeah.
I could never get to that second part. I remember I played it on the Genesis, and it was just, it was
oh,
brutal.
I remember
It
that on
was
the Sega
freaking brutal.
Genesis.
Yeah, it was absolutely brutal. Okay. My number three, this game's called Avowed. And I'm sure you guys have seen that if you haven't. This is it's coming out in 2024. It's Obsidian Entertainment. The publisher, of course, is Xbox. So obviously, this is an exclusive game. And basically, what this game is about is it's an action role playing game played from a first person perspective. Players assumes control of an envoy from, let's see, Ader, a dire empire who has arrived to a remote region named the Living Lands to investigate a mysterious plague. Players can use magic, melee weapons, and firearms such as a pistol to defeat enemies. I mean, we've seen the game. It looks awesome. I love the magic that they do. Kind of, it's not like your Elder Scrolls or your Morrowind. I like that they didn't do exactly that. You see the spell when they cast the spells from their hands. It open world good, and so I'll check it out. I want to play it.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I was
I'll
just
definitely
checking that
buy it.
out. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
It
one of
kind of
the
looked like
thing,
a Might and Magic kind of.
yeah, and I like the whole first person aspect because even when like I
Yes.
play Elder Scrolls games, I play in first person majority of the time just
Yeah,
because it's
same here.
way
Oh, yeah.
more. It's just
Yeah,
way
Yeah.
more engaging in my
Right.
opinion.
Right. So yeah, guys, Avowed, check it out. 2024, not an absolute date yet. It was supposed to come out in 2023, so we just know sometime in 2024. So I'm thinking maybe early January.
Yeah,
You
quarter
know, yeah.
one.
Yeah, quarter one, exactly. So yeah, that's
Here's
my
the
third
open on
third
that
pick.
Yeah.
Trust, what do you have for
That was
yours?
fun.
So my number 2 pick, and it's my number 2 pick is South Park Snow Day. It says it comes out in 2024.
That
Yeah.
almost made my
And
list.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Almost made my
so
list.
so they have like a kind of new graphics. It's not like the other ones. It has the 3D South Park look kind of to it. Not
Okay.
exactly like
Oh,
how
so
they
it's not
do
a
it.
side scroller. I haven't seen anything.
No, so this is not a side scroller. It's 3D
Okay.
graphics,
Oh,
but
okay.
I've played all the South Parks. I played
Yeah, I had
the Stick of Truth. I've played the Fractured Butthole, and I
Yeah.
still play Phone Destroyer. I love all the South Park games. They are
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
awesome. It's like watching a TV episode. So
Yes, I will say that.
um, so in the trailer, Cartman's wearing his wizard suit, which he was wearing in the Stick of Truth. So I don't know if
Yeah.
it's going to be like a direct like sequel to that or anything, or have like a connecting link to the Stick of Truth. But I think it's going to be really cool just to see like South Park have a snow day. We've never seen an episode of them having a snow day.
Right.
And I think just like the South Park universe and a snow day is just like it's peanut butter and jelly. It just goes hand in hand. I think it's a good setting for the game. I think it's going to be funny as the other ones. I'm really excited for it. They usually don't let down, and the makers of South Park, they're really protective about their brand. Like they don't really release anything bad when it comes to South Park, and the games have been flawless. So I think, history will repeat, and I think we're gonna have another good South Park game.
I just bought Clint, my husband, last Christmas, the 2 South Park games that you're talking about. Butthole and the Stick of Truth. I remember putting it in, and
So great.
it is. It's like an episode. I'm sitting there laughing because it's absolutely funny. Him sitting on a toilet, and you have to, I'm sitting there, I'm like, we've never played a South Park game. So when we put it on, we're like, oh my God, this is so cool. It's like you're actually playing an episode, and you're, so it was, I give them credit for that.
I usually hate those like turn-based type, fighting
Right? Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Oh my
me
God,
too.
it's so funny. And everything. It's hilarious. Like it keeps it so interesting.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
it
do a
does.
really good
That
job.
game
And this
so
new
great.
one, you're playing as a new kid again, which they've done in every South Park game. You always play as the new kid. So this is gonna be such a banger, dude. This is gonna be a badass game. Hell yeah. So yeah, number 2, South Park Snow Day.
Okay, all right.
Great call, man. Great call.
Thank you.
Number 2 on my list, because Prince of Persia was number 2.
Oh, good.
But I did have a substitution ready at hand.
Okay.
Arc 2.
Okay,
Arc 2 coming out supposedly at the end of 2024 to free to Game Pass, thankfully.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Okay.
But it has been on like an 18-month delay. So I don't know how hopeful I am that it'll still come out but I'm hoping. Because Arc 1 was such an amazing game. It had longevity. It was a fun sandbox game with dinosaurs. You could tame them, and it took time. Like there was you actually had to be dedicated to be doing anything in that game. Taming a T-Rex without any of the assistances. You were doing that with your buddies for like 6 hours. You were taking breaks with people. Like, all right, listen, man, I've got to go to the store real quick. Can you hop on and continue feeding this thing berries so I can go do something? Like, there was so much planning in that game. It was not funny. And then the stuff you could build and obviously technologically advancing throughout the time you spent and building things and finding things, and they're adding the robots to the robotic dinosaurs was amazing. So I'm really curious to see what they expand on in this new one, and actually how they progress as a sandbox as well. And I'm hoping obviously that the graphics come a long way. Please.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's the alpha graphics.
Come on. You definitely have enough people spending money on this game. Fix the fucking graphics.
Right.
My hand shouldn't look like a clay.
I started playing Ark, the first one, in 2015, early 2015. And it still looks exactly the same as it did in 2015. Just with new shit, though. Just new shit, though.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's look at that cool robotic dinosaur that looks like it's a
clunky as shit, dude.
Looks like it belongs on someone's Christmas tree.
I was literally just playing 2 months ago, and it still plays, but it's still a fun game. It's still so much.
It's like how PUBG still looks like dog shit.
Yeah.
PUBG still looks so bad.
But you want to know what? Everyone's still gonna play it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's 10,000 people now, though.
Is it really? It's gotten low?
On Steam. Oh yeah, dude. It's gotten low.
Well, most people play on mobile.
Even mobile, but people play New State now because PUBG Mobile, there's so many hackers on there, so now everyone switched to PUBG New State. And then PUBG New State, they were like, actually, we're just going to make our own game. And then they left PUBG, so now it's just New State.
I had no idea.
Yeah, dude.
Over my head. Over my head. That's why you two are sitting there. That's why you two are sitting there.
Yes.
let Don and I know what else is out there that we don't know, because this is over our
That's over
head.
my head for sure.
Yeah, it really is. I'm like,
It's
oh,
over
okay.
my head.
I figured out the mobile sphere a lot since I've been playing COD Mobile. I'm in that genre now.
His finger is on the pulse.
Oh yeah, all the time.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Arc 2, definitely number 2 for me.
Okay.
Should be a good game.
Don, what do you have?
All right, so I'm pretty sure this game will be a surprise to everyone that I'm excited for this game coming out next year in 2024. It's just a little game, not too big. I don't think anybody really going to hear about it, but it's Star Wars Outlaws.
Fuck you!
Oh,
Stop stealing!
I can't wait for this
Stealing my
game.
shit.
I cannot wait
Stealing
to be a
my
bounty
shit.
hunter in an open world Star Wars game. Yeah, I'm going to talk right over you on this one. This one's mine. Yeah, I literally just cannot wait to see what they finally do with this game. This game has been rumored for probably 10 years now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's come up in a bunch of different versions. And yeah, for this game to actually be coming out and what they've shown so far of gameplay with the little mission you do, and you have this little I don't care, tear it all up, tear it all up, burn it. I'm really super excited because I love the Jedi Survivor game. So to actually be able to just be not a Jedi and be a bounty hunter and or a thief, whatever.
Whatever you choose.
Yeah, so I'm so excited for this game. I cannot wait, and I hope there's side quests and things, and I hope you can get a speeder bike, and I just want to do so much in this game.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks I definitely will play, and I don't play a lot of Star Wars games, but I would definitely play that game.
Yeah,
I can't wait to play that game.
I play a lot of Star Wars games, but I'm definitely going to be playing that one.
This is the one. Yeah, this is the
one.
This
is the one.
If they do it right, this is the one. Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah.
It looks good so far. I have Witchfire. Have you guys seen that one? Witchfire?
I have. Yeah, I've seen Witchfire.
Okay, so let's see. Witchfire is I think it comes out. I don't even think I got that. Anyways, so it's armed with strange weapons and forbidden pagan magic. Hunt a powerful witch holding the key to your salvation. Witchfire is a dark fantasy roguelite shooter from the creators of Painkiller, Bulletstorm, and The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. It's a first-person game, rogue shooter, and it's a single-player game. And it is on PC only right now, so you can only play on PC. Which I don't play a lot of PC games, but I will be playing this game definitely. I've seen a Painkiller. My husband loved Painkiller. Bulletstorm, he played that one. So Witchfire has been in the works for a long time. They've been talking about it for the past 2 years at least at game shows. So this is going to be really good. I think later on though, guys, it will be on consoles, but at first it is going to be on a PC. And their games are just amazing. They have really good games. You remember Painkiller was just
Painkiller was awesome, and Bulletstorm was so much fun.
Yeah. The crazy guns that they have. I mean, it's the boss battles. It's over the top shooter, and I love the game.
Yeah, that guitar that was an axe on Bulletstorm.
Yeah, the guitar. Yes. Yeah. So we actually.
Yeah, I'm in for that.
Yeah, it was like really a double-edged axe. You play the guitar and then you fucking swing on the dude.
You got metal playing throughout the whole game. I mean, it's just that's what they did with Painkiller, and Painkiller was on the Xbox. It was an Xbox exclusive on the original Xbox. Mm-hmm. I remember Clint playing that and just loving it, and of course the music, the soundtrack, but the guns that are just weirdly made. It's kind of like Painkiller or Witchfire meets Half-Life. Remember some of the Half-Life guns that you get? Yeah, kind of like some of those crazy guns. They just take it and it's more over the top. So I'm looking forward to playing Witchfire, and they do have early access, guys. So
hell yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yes. Trust. Last one.
Yeah, definitely.
So my last one, this is one that I very first saw on TikTok, then I saw it on Snapchat, and people didn't think that the gameplay was real, but it is called On Record, and it's set to release in 2024. The game, the way that they have captured the game, it looks really cool. So it's being developed by a studio called Drama. They're a French independent studio, and they were established in 2020. This is their very first game, and they have a website. And on their website, their whole pitch, they said this. They said it's a single-player FPS game that tells a story of a tactical police officer from the perspective of his body camera. As you work to solve a complex case, you'll need to use your tactical and detective skills to succeed. So the game, they also have said that this game features complex dialogue, innovative gameplay mechanics, tough moral dilemmas, and a very unique shooting system. And the way that the
realistic graphics I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, these are the most real graphic. It looks like it literally looks real. Like it's insane. Like you question if it's real or if it's actually like in game. But it's made with the Unreal Engine 5, and the body camera. I've never seen an angle like that. It is so awesome, and how the shooting looks. It's unreal. If you have not seen On Record, I mean, there's gameplay of it up on YouTube. You definitely have to go check it out. There's a wide range of gameplay sequences, and there's also numerous plot twists that they said is going to be in the game. So On Record, set to release in 2024, and it looks awesome. This is their very first game, but this is a good game to start your studio off with. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen more with the game.
Awesome.
Yeah, first time I saw this, it was a short, and I literally thought it was just a body cam video.
Yeah, same here. That's what I thought. I thought it was
that
just
is a video game. It's not a body cam. I thought it was. Dad and I were watching it.
Yeah, that's not a body cam.
Oh,
that's
it looked like a body cam.
That's a video game.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, so so you know what video I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
I haven't seen like a trailer, but I've seen that video. Yes,
on a short, and I was like, oh, that's a body camera, and then they're saying it's a video game, and we're like, no way, there's no way that's a video game.
Yeah, I read that thing like 3 times. I'm like, wait,
yeah,
video game? I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, there's nothing that looks as real. Like I thought it was somebody like joking, like this is a video game, but it's like them like doing like a course. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Having fun. No, it's a video game. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I gotta watch
it.
And
honestly, this would be one of those games that I would love if it had VR. This is definitely one of those games where VR, man, this would be badass. It's so cool, man. So definitely check out On Record.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah, awesome. Good. Yeah, damn.
Thank you.
That's a good call. I love it.
Back to back good calls. Hell yeah.
I love it, man. I love it.
Jason, did we take all yours away?
Yes.
We did.
You don't have a backup?
No, I do not have any more backups because 2 of mine had gotten taken. I have no more backups. You have taken my bird and my bush.
Wait. Oh yeah. No. Wait, you didn't get to talk about Starfield.
That's what he's going.
I was saying that's my number one. Yeah, that's my number one.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that the other game was his number one. Oops. Oops.
What other one?
Outlaws,
the other game that I thought Outlaws was your number one.
Was my number one.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I
still. So tell us about Starfield.
Okay. As I was telling you before we started, I do think this is as close to a perfect game as you're going to get, but I think it's too much for one person. I just do. I think, and you were right. No, you were right, man.
Thank you. That's what I needed to hear.
No, you were right.
I can sleep soundly tonight.
I don't think this game would be good multiplayer. I do think it would be good co-op.
Yep, that's all I need.
I don't want to be sabotaged by like GTA 5. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to play this game that way. But I do think with 4 or 6 people, if you had a crew and you could run around and do shit in this game, there's just so much. Like this game literally is every Fallout, every Skyrim game on crack together and then
Wow.
on crack again. Like that's how
Wow.
huge this game is. It's really that big.
There's just so much to do, so much
Yes.
like there's too much to explore for one person almost. And like you
I
have
to
so
agree
much
with that.
to
Yeah, I have to
do,
agree with it.
like just to stay alive. Like so
Yeah.
basic survival and skills are already, because I've been watching my buddy play it, like
Right.
that stuff alone is already a hassle in it itself. Then now you have to worry about your ship, your crew, your this,
Okay.
your that,
Being
your
attacked
missions.
by pirates, being attacked by these people,
Yeah.
being attacked here, being attacked there. You know.
Oh,
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like
But again, the game never gets boring. The game is fun.
Okay.
Everything you do in the game is actually a lot of fun. Like the gameplay
Okay.
is great, and the story overall is really good. But it's too much for one person to handle. You just can't do everything.
Okay.
Yeah, you just
And
can't.
didn't you mention that something about 10 years or how long this?
Yeah, I mean, they've said this is supposed to be, they want this to be a decade game. Like, that's what they've said. So this is supposed to be a 10-year game. So we'll see what they do with it. But look, if they go GTA 5 online, I'll never play this game again. If they
The
do
thing
co-op,
is-
I think it'll be worth it. I think
The
this
thing
game will be a lot
is-
better.
Skyrim was a 10-year game pretty much.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
15
Yeah.
years now, yeah.
but the
Yeah.
problem is like not the problem. The thing that I think that they did perfectly is they feathered in things throughout the years.
Yes.
They didn't just give you all of these things at once to
Right.
digest.
Right.
So I
Right.
think that could be a very big downfall to Starfield if people feel like they're overwhelmed in this game.
Right.
And it seems like it has been doing that to a few people, where it's just a lot to take in all at
It's a
once.
lot.
Don't get me wrong. Again, the gameplay from what I've heard is amazing. From what I've
Yeah.
seen is great. It's just
Yes.
the things you have to keep track of and do is just like you're like, where am I? What's going on?
I get that.
Like, for everything you can do in this game and for all the stuff they did pack into the game that you get, it still feels in a way like this is the game that we're going to, like, I don't know how to say, this is like the framework. Like, they gave us the framework of what they want this game to be. Do you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Like, it's still a full game. It's complete.
Like it'll,
you know,
it'll get there over
right.
time.
But it feels like the game is so big that they knew that they had to add to it and they were going to add to it. Do you know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
this is just like, here, keep, like, love this game. So when we start dropping stuff, you're going to want to keep, you know, and it's so, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it because I do love the game overall. I do think it's better than Hogwarts Legacy. I do think it's better than Survivor overall as a game.
Okay.
But as a first one player experience, it's a lot. It's
I think it'd be a lot more fun with a co-op experience. I think the game would be a lot more enjoyable with the co-op experience.
It would, just for the fact that, like, you're literally in space. Like, you have literally nobody else to talk to except for these NPCs. I'm just saying, you know how I mean, look, we all know their dialogue skills are not the greatest.
No, they do not have the best dialogue. Yeah, they
Skyrim
don't.
or any of them. They're just not the greatest in dialogue. You just have these random weird interactions with people where, like, you're on your way to a mission and somebody will just randomly be like, so, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Like, what did you just say?
Like, no. Absolutely. I don't know. I just think, being able to actually have another person there to talk to, I think would make this game a lot more, again, lack of a better way of saying it, tolerable. Because you do sort of feel that loneliness of being in space, even with. I don't know how. I really don't know how else to say it. You know, it's just weird. But again, I love the game. It is probably my favorite game of this year so far, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see what Mirage does, but yeah.
Let's see what John says. John says, "I thought they have the best dialogue. What are you talking about? Academy Award? No.
What games have you been playing?
Have you played Skyrim for 5 minutes? You were literally running to 16 people in 3 fucking meters. Like, that's the most random things to say to you. My mom has eggs and cows.
Yeah.
What? You care?
Oh gosh, that's gonna be fun.
The dragon ate my son 3 years ago.
What are you talking about? Oh
it
my
is a
gosh.
Bethesda game. I will say that. Like you play this
Okay.
game, you know it's a Bethesda game. It's for
Okay.
sure 100% through and through a Bethesda game. Yeah. It
Well,
absolutely is.
yeah. Okay, I will end it with mine. I mention it every time. I'm gonna go back to it. I am dying to play Crimson Desert.
Yeah.
This is the developer is Pearl Abyss. You can play it on all platforms except for John, except for of course Nintendo. That was in the Origin Trail.
The Oregon Trail. Oh
The
God.
What is the Oregon Trail? What are they doing in the Oregon Trail? Oh my God, that's even worse.
Freaking Dawn,
happening?
I swear. Let's see. So here's the story of Crimson Desert. Okay, so it tells the story of Powell, a vast continent of divided regions inhabited by people struggling to survive in its ever-changing lands. So from the vast plains of Akapen to the inhospitably, cold lands of Queden or the barren desert, each region possesses its own unique beauty. So this is going to be a huge game, obviously huge open world game. It looks really good so far, and I just love games like this. So I cannot wait to play Crimson Desert, and it doesn't come out till 2024. I think it's slated for maybe winter or spring, maybe
I think
around
it,
March.
I think it was like Q2 or something.
Is
They
it?
said,
Okay.
yeah, it's like
Okay.
Q2.
So
It
yeah,
looks so cool though.
doesn't it?
I mean, dude, it looks like you could do so much, and it like the graphics are really nice,
Yeah.
and just I love open world games where it feels like everything is living and breathing,
Yes,
and that's
yes.
how that's really the vibe that it put off. I mean,
Yeah.
getting on the hijacking the dude's horse and carriage and everything, and
Yeah,
it's
the
just
water
yeah,
itself, like
yeah, the
everything.
water looks beautiful. The combat looked awesome. The
Yes.
boss battles looked
Yes.
fucking crazy. That red-eye demon guy with
Yes.
who brings out the double swords and everything, dude. The boss battles look so cool. So
So I hope it
yeah, man.
lives up to what they're showing us, because sometimes it's like, something's clunky, something's not good, but they've
Yeah.
been really pumping this game up a lot. So I'm really looking forward to it. So that's our games that we're looking forward to, guys. Games that have come out. 2024 games or games that are being spoken of, and we don't know when they're coming out. But I think that this is going to be a awesome gaming season as far as winter games. I mean, I think the past year or two have been one of the best for games.
Yeah.
We had gotten to that
Oh,
dip a few years ago where it was just nothing. The summertime had nothing, and now there's
Yeah.
so much that we're all looking forward to playing. So you guys tell us what you're looking forward to. What you're playing right now that just came out. You can email me at rossietalks@gmail.com and let me know what you're playing or what you're looking forward to. I thank you guys for joining me.
Really
Go
quick,
ahead.
really quick,
Go
really
ahead, Trust.
quick.
Go ahead.
I want to bring. I really want to bring this up because this is going to be awesome, and I think all four of us will, or all three of us, four of us, sorry, will be hyped about this. But
Okay.
Max Payne 1 and 2 remasters
Yes.
are in
Really?
the works. They
That
are.
sounds awesome.
They I can't remember what project they're working on right now,
Okay.
but after they finish the game that they're working on right now, I forget the name of the game. I totally am spacing it. After they finish it, all hands on deck for doing Max Payne 1 and 2 remastered.
Can't wait.
It's
love
going
that.
to be fucking awesome.
wait.
I really have
Did
to
you
bring
see
that up
the,
because it's
Thank
gonna be
you,
so good.
Did you see the Metal Gear Volume 1 they're doing?
Yes,
the first three?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I can't
Yes, saw
wait.
that as well. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
wait for
So
that either.
the second Metal Gear Solid is my absolute favorite.
yeah.
It's so. I mean, they're hard as
Yeah.
shit. The PlayStation 1 ones are
Oh, it's
fucking different
ridiculous.
level, but they
Yeah.
are so good. So
Yeah.
dude. These games that are coming up. Like we got
It's exciting.
Elder
It's
Scrolls 6 is gonna be coming out.
Yeah, that's gonna be coming
that's in the talks.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto 6 keeps getting new
That's
release dates. I
Yes.
heard now 2025 is when it's set
Right.
to release, but I mean
Right.
that's
Yeah, there's so much.
man.
We
It's so
just need to
exciting.
get them to
It's
redo
so
Hit and
exciting.
Run, and it'll be a perfect. It'll be. A
Oh my
perfect
god!
thing.
Yes.
Just redo Hit and Run,
Yeah.
and everybody will be happy. That's all you got.
Oh, I will
What are you gonna do?
cry. They did all. They did destroy all humans, so they
I
could
don't
do
care.
Hit
I
and
will. I
Run.
will beg for that game till it happens. I don't
Same
care.
I
here, man.
completely agree.
beg.
Completely agree.
So what do you have coming up, Don?
Yeah, we have our Ahsoka review coming up. They are every week. This week we are going to be a little bit late. We are going to be on Sunday this week, but it'll be back to normal next week. Episode 5, another amazing episode in Ahsoka, guys. If you have not watched that episode, please go watch it and come check us out.
Yes.
But yeah, we have a lot of stuff going on over at the multiverse. Please come check us out over there, guys.
Yes. Trust.
Man, streaming COD Mobile. Just streaming a lot of COD Mobile. Recently started switching to respawns and relearning respawns, so I've been having a lot of fun doing that. Just been improving a lot on the game. It's been a lot of fun. Been growing a community over there. A lot of people coming in. Got lots of friends I've met through the stream, and I'm just having a great time. It's been a lot of fun. Lots of laughs. Crazy shit happening. It's a good time. So trovo.live/itchtrust. Check me out.
Jason, anything other than multiverse? You got anything else coming up?
Just keep looking out for gaming in the multiverse on the channel with Thursday nights, where you got some talking about our D&D sessions coming up. That what we've been playing. Got Don into this, and now he is hooked.
I'm so hooked.
We recently had a 10-hour long session, D&D session. That started.
We started at 12 p.m. They would not let me start at midnight.
Yeah, we started at 12 p.m. and then didn't stop till 10:30, and we had a 30-minute break. So
awesome.
It was
Awesome.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
we're going to be catching people up on that. So.
It was a very short, concise.
No, not at all. So keep looking out for that, because we're going to be breaking down what we've been doing and everything like that.
Awesome.
So much.
Well, guys, I appreciate you gentlemen joining me. I really do appreciate that. I know you guys have your review that you do Wednesdays. I appreciate that. Let's see. We will continue our upcoming games next time, and we'll get a show together and decide what we're going to do. But we will be talking video games as we always do here. This is episode 41 of Rossie Talks. Can't believe it's episode 41 already.
Nice.
Next week, I have a special guest joining me. I have actress Kelly Olivia. She's going to be joining me on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be discussing something that has to do with anime. She's a anime lover. She has her own anime group, Anime Flex. You can check her out on Facebook. But she's going to hit me to anime. So we're going to be reviewing something special Wednesday. And then I have another podcast that's going to be joining me Wednesday. And they are special as well. I want to keep them a secret. But we will see you guys. I'll see you next week. And you can catch Dawn and Jason, Multiverse of Geekdom, and Trust. Check him out on Trovo. He's streaming damn near all the time. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we are going to get out of here. Just a second, guys.